Welcome everybody to the Clash here at Daytona. It is the first race of the season, the non-points race at Daytona. It is the Clash, a fantastic, quick little race, a load of fun to be in. And yeah, we're gonna get started and go racing here at Daytona. So let's get into your starting lineup. On the pole is the 17 of Alan Gray, and to his outside is the 43 of Calvin Moss. Then we got the 62 of Dash Baran, and the 72 of Richard Murphy, the 33 of Todd Edwards, and the 31 of Diego Yepes. The 24 of Thomas Kelly is followed up by, and is outside the 2 of James Stabilito. On the inside of him is Derek Edison, with on the outside Anthony Flores. And the 51 is Lucas Graves, and the outside of him, the 22 of Aaron Price. Then you have the 1 of Roger Ray, the 14 of Joe Jefferson, the 66 of Gregory Ross, the 96 of Jerry Jackson, the 41 of Gustavo Arocha, the 95 of Dewey Goodman, the 52 of Harry Schneider, the 4 of Derek Hamill, the 21 of Marcus Sacchi, and rounding off your field is the 75 of Larry Wood. So yeah, there's your starting lineup. Let's go racing here at the Clash at Daytona. It's going to be a fantastic little race to start off. I hope you enjoy your first ever experience of NRUK. There's Alan Gray on the pole with Calvin Moss to the outside. Is going to lead us round the turn and to the green flag here at Daytona. Alan Gray, Calvin Moss, Dash Baran, Richard Murphy, Todd Edwards, and Diego Yepes, your front three rows. Behind them is Thomas Kelly and James Stabilito, who are in the 7th and 8th position. And finally, rounding out the top 10 are Derek Edison and Anthony Flores. Pace car then is going to pull down pit road. Alan Gray and Calvin Moss are going to get the green flag. We're racing for the first time in the NRUK League here at the Clash. Looks like Dash Baran spun the tyres there on the start, and Alan Gray is your leader as they hurtle down the backstretch. Alan Gray continues to lead the way. Now as Todd Edwards comes down to the inside with a push from Thomas Kelly to the low side. Todd Edwards to the lead in the Clash. Thomas Kelly there as well as Lucas Graves and Roger Ray. A lot of shuffling going on in the pack early doors here, and the first lap of NRUK Racing League is going to be led by Todd Edwards in the 33. In the wall goes the 17 of Alan Gray. In the wall he goes. He loses a lot of time. No caution out yet. Lucas Graves continues to lead the way. But somehow, I don't know, I think Aaron Price and Alan Gray, the pole sitter, both got in the wall there, as Roger Ray comes down to the inside with a push from Gregory Ross to go to the lead here in the Clash. But a lot of confusion there, as it looks like the 22 and the 17 got right up in the wall as they come now then to the end of lap 2, and it is, I think maybe Gregory Ross just got him there. So into the third lap here at Daytona. Thomas Kelly getting quite high up in the wall as Harry Schneider goes to the lead with a push of Marcus Sacchi, Derek Hamill, and in behind him I think it is Larry Wood. They all come hurtling down the backstretch, and Larry Wood and Dewey Goodman are there on the bottom side, and it will be Marcus Sacchi who goes to the lead here at Daytona. Derek Hamill there as well now, and it looks like Aaron Price towards the rear of the field just started to tail off a bit. And leading this lap will be, I think, just about the 21 of Marcus Sacchi there. Derek Hamill now your leader as he continues to go up front with a push of Larry Woodman, Dewey Goodman there, Jerry Jackson there, Richard Murphy down to the low side, and James Stabilito. And a lot of cars there have lost the rear, have gone to the rear of the field. It looks like the 24 of Thomas Kelly and the 17 of Alan Gray got a lot of damage, as well as Anthony Flores. A lot of damage there. As we go back up to the pack, it'll be Larry Wood, who comes here to the line. But a lot of damage there. We'll have to see what happens then. And then when the next caution comes out. But they've lost it. It's some smoke there as well. Could suggest they may be spun. But Dewey Goodman leads the way with Jerry Jackson pushing him. Richard Murphy even behind them as James Stabilito and Diego Yepes. They're racing hard down the backstretch. Non-stop action. Non-stop racing here at Daytona so far, as it looks like Jerry Jackson's going to go to the lead. Here in the clash. Jerry Jackson is your new leader. Joe Jefferson and Aaron Price, who looked like to lost the pack, is now back up on the inside lane and pushing for the lead. At the strike, it is, I think, Richard Murphy on the low side got it. As he will now take over the lead with a push from James Stabilito. And into the pits came Thomas Kelly here. It's interesting to see where he rejoins. He will be a lap down now. So there was obviously an incident there between the 17 and the 24. And Thomas Kelly gets down to the low side. He is out of the way for now. But he is now a lap down here at Daytona. And James Stabilito with a push of Joe Jefferson will come down to the inside to lead it. Todd Edwards getting down on the apron there, as well as Dash Baran. Got a bit too low for comfort there, I think. But it will be Stabilito leading this lap. But here comes Joe Jefferson now to the inside, as well as Todd Edwards, Dash Baran, Aaron Price and Diego Yepes work in the middle. And to the lead now, Joe Jefferson. But here comes Todd Edwards, who led the first lap here, will now come down to lead. And looks like Derek Hamill maybe has lost the draft, as well as Harry Schneider, who is quite a far way back out now. And James Stabilito continues to lead the way. A strong car he has on the outside. But now here comes Todd Edwards to lead with a push of Dash Baran. This lead pack, any one of these guys could win it. At the stripe, it looks like it was close. But Dash Baran will now go to the lead here in the clash. On the inside now, Derek Edison, as well as Gustavo Arocha, Roger Ray, there, Gregory Ross, as well. They're all piling down the backstretch. We're halfway now through this race. Gustavo Arocha to the inside, and he'll be a new leader. Is Marcus Sacchi and then Harry Schneider and Lucas Graves, the two teammates, hooked up well and now making their way to the front of the field. Gregory Ross to the lead of the clash as we finish lap 8. And there's been no incidents so far, apart from that one involving the 17 and the 24, which no caution came out for. Marcus Sacchi now to the lead. The two teammates, though, are pushing hard behind them. Here comes Schneider and Graves, the 51 and the 52. With a fantastic push from the inside from Calvin Moss. Harry Schneider to the lead. Continues to lead out front. The two teammates now split, and looks like Graves will take over from his teammate at the front of the field. But Calvin Moss now making a very competitive run down low, as they got a bit bouncy there. And Dash Baran is in the wall. It's getting a bit edgy here, and Dash Baran is in the wall and he has lost the draft. Dash Baran gets into the wall there, coming off of turn 2. And looks like he's lost the draft, and his hopes of winning the clash are over. They're getting really high in the wall now. It's now Sacchi that's in the wall. And they're all getting very tense towards the back of the field. It's getting very edgy now as we come down to the final laps. Lap 10 is led by Dewey Goodman in the 95. But here comes Jerry Jackson, pushed by Diego Yepes. It's getting very edgy as a few of the cars have lost the draft now. Diego Yepes to the lead of the clash. Richard Murphy there. James Stabilito, as well as Todd Edwards. Looks like Joe Jefferson has got down there to the inside lane. But it's Richard Murphy now, who continues to lead out front. Richard Murphy in the 72 car to the lead. A lot of cars following down Marcus Sachi now to the rear of the field. But it's going to be all close. Here comes Todd Edwards in the 33 car. Joe Jefferson going to go down low. Joe Jefferson will be your new leader. Gregory Ross there. Aaron Price and Roger Ray charging down. Jefferson goes up high. Here comes Gregory Ross in the 66 car. To the lead, Gregory Ross is your new leader. And they're all going to have to come down. It's pit stops. They're coming down. They did not have enough to make it back. And Joe Jefferson will be your new leader here. Because there's not been a caution, they have run out of fuel. They've almost run out of fuel with a few laps to spare. So it'll be interesting to see how people play the strategy here. Joe Jefferson and Todd Edwards looking to make the overcut work. With Richard Murphy, Diego Yepes and Jerry Jackson staying out as well. This front 5 pack did not come in this lap. Will it pay off or will it not? Strategy coming into play here at Daytona. Todd Edwards now. Will he come in this lap? He will slow down. And all of them are coming, bar Joe Jefferson, who's going to stay out for another lap here. The end of the 13th lap. And if Joe Jefferson has enough fuel, which I doubt he will... So it'll be interesting to see how his strategy plays here. Maybe trying to lap some of the cars that have just come in for the pit stop. Joe Jefferson leading way out front here. In the clash. He hasn't got the draft, but his car is very strong indeed. There might not even be a contest. It's all about who had the better pit stop in that first round of stops, I think. Will he coming down pit road this time at the end of lap 14? Yes, he will. Joe Jefferson is going down to the pits. Your new leader will be the 33 of Todd Edwards. It looks like. Will he be able to make it back out on track in time? It's going to be close between him and Gregory Ross. This could be the race right here. Todd Edwards is your new leader. The overcut has worked for the 33 team. There'll be many trying to hunt him down though. With the 96 of Jerry Jackson and the 31 of Diego Yepes there as well. Trying to mount a charge. Here comes Jackson down to the low side. 2 to go here in the clash at Daytona. A 3-horse race between Edwards, Jackson and Yepes. Or will Joe Jefferson's overcut have maybe worked? He's down low. Yepes, Jackson. Find out. There they go past Jefferson. His strategy has not worked. Jerry Jackson with the overcut might have pulled it off here. Don't rule out Gregory Ross. He's still there. Diego Yepes now to the inside. Todd Edwards there as well. As they come into the white flag. It's a 4-horse race. Yepes, Edwards, Jackson and Ross. White flag is out. One more time around for Diego Yepes to wrap up the clash here at Daytona. But Jackson and Ross making a strong run down to the inside. Yepes is blocking well though. Here comes Jerry Jackson in the 96 with Gregory Ross behind him. They're going charging down the back straight. Gregory Ross to the inside. A 3-wide move on the last lap of the clash. 3 wide. Yepes, Jackson and Ross. Who's going to make it back first? They're 3 wide. Coming to the line. At the stripe. The winner of the first ever clash is going to be Jerry Jackson in the 96. What a last lap term of events. A 4-car race to decide the first ever winner of an NRUK race here at Daytona. And what a win for that 96 team and Jerry Jackson. A huge amount of momentum here going in to the Daytona 500. Second was 66 of Greg Ross. It was that close. It was 0.003 of a second. Or was it hundredths? I don't know. Yepes came third. 4th was Todd Edwards. And behind that was some way behind that was the pack with Larry Wood leading them over. A fantastic race. Well done to Jerry Jackson in the 96. Let's go check out the finishing results. Right, these are the finishing results now of the clash in the first season, and your winner was Jerry Jackson in first, Gregory Ross with a close second, and then Diego Yepes and Todd Edwards following up sooner. Then in your top 5 just about was Larry Wood with Joe Jefferson behind him, Lucas Graves, Marcus Sacchi, Gustavo Arocha and Roger Ray rounds out your top 10. James Stabilito in 11th with Derek Edison finishing 12th, Dewey Goodman was 13th and Harry Schneider 14th. Aaron Price finished 15th and Richard Murphy 16th, and behind the pack was the 4 of Derek Hamill in 17th, Calvin Moss in 18th, Anthony Flores finishing 19th. Not the best day for him. The 62 of Dash Baran finishes 20th. And then 21st and 22nd were Alan Gray and Thomas Kelly, who got into the ball early on. Alan Gray, your pole sitter, finishes 21st. Kelly finishes last. And yeah, if you have enjoyed the first race of NRUK, very exciting. Congratulations to Jerry Jackson on a fantastic, well run and a fantastic win here. We'll be back tomorrow for Camping World Truck for BP Truck Series action tomorrow at Daytona. And yeah, until next time, it's been NRUK, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.